Igbo bụ Igbo, ekelekwa m unu. Ka onye na-eme ya jisi ike. Otu si wee dị ugbu a, achọrọ m ime ka ndị Igbo na-ege m ntị, ndị Biafra na-ege m ntị, ka ha nwee ike ịghọta na atụrụ sịrị na nsọkọta wụ ugwu. Atụrụ sị na nsọkọta wụ ugwu. Ọ bụrụ na ha yere n'igwe nọ na-adị na-enye ha ugwu. So as it stands now, I want to let you know that it's only somebody who is not reasonable that does not know his enemy. If you are reasonable and wise enough, you must know your enemy or your enemies. So, anaghị ezikọ mmadụ. Anaghị ezikọ mmadụ nne ya. Eji m aka m n'unu na-aghọta ihe m na-ekwu. So, what I'm telling Biafrans now is that this is the time to do it. This is the time to fasten up. This is the time to deal with the enemies. When I'm talking of enemies, anybody who hates your life, anybody who hates your breath, anybody who hates your business is your arch enemy. Anybody that your death is his major objectives to achieve is your arch enemy. And for this reason, you must fight by all means to remove the hand of that person from your neck. We are fighting war. This war is very, very great and very clear. But majority don't know that it is war we are fighting. But as it stands this day, I want to make those who are listening to me to understand that this war will not end unless if Biafra is finally declared. You know why? Many Biafrans, both great and small, both rich and poor, men and women, children and adults, have been killed by Nigeria government using terrorists as their thugs, political thugs, using them. If you don't know, you think that there's anything they are doing in Southeast. Nothing. Nigeria government is not doing anything in Southeast. Rather, what is busy creating is mayhem. All right? It's very unfortunate that some Igbos are pitching around him, following them up and down, because they are looking for what? They are looking for contract. They are looking for job. They are looking for a political position. And the only person you see, which is your arch enemy, is the government of Nigeria that will give Igbo man political position. If some of you who are following this Nigeria government are to be wise, you should have understand that you are not needed. It's clearly understood that Igbos are not needed in Nigeria. And this is why they are indirectly, or they have been indirectly, killing Igbos, wasting away their lives. And nobody Absolutely, when I say nobody, nobody cares. Because they are looking for political opportunity. But they never knew that political marigenda have been demonstrated on them. That politically, nothing politically good that will come to Biafra land by the hand of Nigeria government in conjunction, because they connived with Igbo politicians or Biafra politicians just to useless their own citizen. Tell me a place in this whole world that they are cheating your people and you join the enemies that are killing your people to be killing your people the more. They promise you president, they promise you governor, they promise you this and that politically, and tell you to go and kill your people, and you agree. The issue going on now is not that nothing can be easily done for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. The people who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are still very much alive and always give bribe when it is time for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case to be visited. They always give bribe to stop the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not owing Nigeria government anything. For your information, his case is very, very clear. He's a freedom fighter, he's not a terrorist. But they arrange the terrorists, they pamper terrorists, they free terrorists and give them guns to go after who? Igbo people. To go after Igbo people. Kill them. That is Nigeria government. There's no any Nigeria government that is different. Because Igbo man have never become a president over 50 years now, 5 decades. Just because they were defeated in the Civil War of 67-70. And the Nigerian government decided to treat them as a war treaty, as slaves. I'm saying this, nobody's listening to it. You are busy eating your granite, eating your suya. Don't mind him. When he finished making noise, he will go and sit down. Let me tell you something. Whether you like it or not, that the noise I'm making have done a lot. It has done a lot in Igbo land and Biafra land in generally. That noise you say I'm making, it has saved you. Because if you who say you claim to be a German by Dokubo, Wike killed more than 3,000 people in Port Harcourt, in Obibo. What did the people do? Why did they mention Biafra? See the level of the wickedness of Eastern region politicians. You can count Wike's own. Now, talk of Hope Uzodinma own. Can you count how many millions Hope Uzodinma killed? When I told you people that Hope Uzodinma is going to still return power, many of you insulted me on the social media. Then what happened? they said they did election. You still see some people. You can't tell me that this is a regiment of people that brought from prison and what have you. You still see Igbos from Imo State. You still see some of them, both men and women. What did they come out to do? To vote. Vote for who? At the end of the day, that thing that is killing you is what you came out voted for to continue. So, which means the people who are fighting terrorism and fighting terrorists in Imo State are fools. They use their head for exchange for your head. Instead, you will die. They will die. And many of the Biafra freedom fighters have died, paid the ultimate price. Only for fools to continue living. Because what makes them foolish is that you are saving them, you are protecting them, you are fighting for them, and they are from the other side supporting the people who are killing them. So now, you will tell me that because you are hungry, because where is the hunger here? Anything to save Igbos, they must give excuse. Lockdown, did they give you money? Will Simon Ekpa send the food from Finland to you? So since you are born till now, is Simon Ekpa been feeding you? Is Simon Ekpa is your problem? Why you are poor? Now, no more sit at home. No more sit at home. So how rich have you become? As there is no more sit at home. You people betray Biafran soldiers, Biafran commanders, Biafran generals at will. If you say I'm lying, typical example, Ikonso. And I'm telling you that some Biafra generals have been killed, murdered in cold blood by Nigeria terrorists through the information of some Igbos and some Biafrans. Because now you are a disturbance to them. Meanwhile, you are fighting for their own good. So, what I want to say now is that a day shall come that there will be a rat race. Rat race. Everybody will fight for himself. Nobody will fight for you. Because the betrayal and sabotage have become too much. So, if you cannot fight for yourself, then you forget it. Many of us, we know the resources on our own. We have dished out to make sure that Biafrans and Igbos are completely protected from the hands of fallen terrorists. But after eating suya, you support them and give them land for Ruga. Something will happen. I'm telling you the truth. And that thing that will happen, some people will not believe it. Some people will run in this country and there will be no hiding place for them because they are the ones who orchestrated the killings of commanders and generals in Biafra land. But they supported Nigerian military terrorists, giving them useful information about the movement of Biafran liberation forces, which I will tell you now that Nigeria will never conquer Biafra as long as heaven is not empty. As we are doing it now, they are getting it hot, and many of them have gone.